That's crazy.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Going up, going up. This isn't even clean. I don't even know what's in here. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Have you eaten?
Not yet, but I'm just gonna have some salad.
Okay.
Because I'm not feeling
Oh.
100%. Sorry, I'm also in that bowl. It's just been a really long day for me.
Yeah, okay.
Not feeling the greatest just because I've got a lot of things going on.
Oh, shame.
But I'll live.
So do you go around a lot when Bear, like, goes to be on this or that? Do you get to go as well? I mean, you got to go to New Zealand.
No.
Oh, really?
We actually just started dating. Well, we went on our first date the day before Christmas Eve.
Oh.
And then I moved in with him on the 27th. Delilah, outside.
Wow.
Go outside.
So where did you live before here?
Oakhurst, which is only about a 20-minute drive.
Okay, so that's still very, like, country.
Very local.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, I was just telling Jonathan the story, so when I go back outside, I'll have him tell the story, so that way I don't have to keep repeating it.
Okay. Ah!
But we met via Facebook,
Mhm.
and I had no idea who he was.
Yeah.
So,
Was it a shock when you? I mean, pretty huge. I mean, I didn't know the video either until I came here today.
well, I'd never even heard of it.
Yeah.
Nothing. So, it really wasn't that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
It didn't seem important or relevant to
Yeah.
him and I, but he had asked me. I do polymer clay art.
Oh, cool.
I'll show you.
Do you have some here?
I do actually.
Wait, what's it called? Polymer?
Polymer clay.
What's polymer?
It's polymer is basically plastic clay.
Oh, okay.
So he asked me to make something for him, and this is part of his logo.
Oh.
His,
Can I touch it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you paint this, or these are like different?
No, they're each individual colors. They're done that way, and then what you do is you bake it,
Yeah.
and it becomes art.
So it's, I mean, normal.
It doesn't air dry.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, you have something in your hair. I'm one of those.
Okay. Thanks. No, thanks. I mean, okay. So
it's very soft. It does not air dry
yeah.
at all.
And clay like just regular clay is
Regular
plastic.
clay is not. No,
Okay.
it's usually earth-based.
Yeah,
so
that's right, okay.
some kind of earth.
Yeah.
This is plastic clay, like I was saying, and most other clays will air dry.
Okay.
If you leave it out long enough, it'll get hard and dry on its own. Except for such things like bisque, which needs to be kiln fired. But this, you have to bake it for it to get hard, and then when it's baked, it's a really matte, not very pretty.
Yeah.
So then you put a glaze on it, an air dry glaze,
Okay.
and that's what makes it shiny. Oh, you can kind of see the different layers now.
Mm.
But I have a really cool extruder, which it has different shaped heads you can put on it.
Okay.
So then you drop the clay in and you just push it through the
Um.
die, and that's how I got these very, very uniform strips.
Yeah.
So he had
And
asked
so
me
did you make the footprints?
Yeah, all by hand. All by hand and with very few tools. When I made this, I didn't have nearly as many tools as I have now, and not nearly as good of tools either. So he had asked me if I could make something like this, and I said, oh yeah, that would be easy.
Yeah.
You know, so that kind of got us talking. And then we just kind of kept talking about things like that, and he goes, well, have you seen my video? And I said, no, I haven't. And and I didn't really want to go see it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want that to be why I liked him.
Yeah.
So I lost the picture he sent me to make that, and I Googled him. And that was the stupidest thing I could have done. I was like, really? I mean, there was millions of hits.
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, that's a little intimidating. But then, once I met him, it was different. I mean, I have social anxiety. I have social anxiety. I don't deal well with large groups of people or people who like to randomly just walk up and talk to me.
Yeah.
But they do it to him all the time.
Yeah.
We've been in the grocery store and people, oh, it's a double rainbow guy. Can I get a picture? And I just stand back and hide. We went up to,
Has everyone had some of these? Yeah, have you had some of the...
oh, I'm not going to have any. Go ahead. I'm just going to have some salad in the hopes that it will be okay. We went up to Mariposa Grove in Yosemite, which is at the southern entrance. So it's a 20-minute drive to the town from here, and then about another almost 40-minute drive to the south entrance. So we had some farm volunteers here, and we decided to go that way into the park. Well, as we're leaving, I mean, there was very few people there. Usually that side of the park is not even open at this time of year because there's too much snow. And it's so far out past the valley. I mean, it's over an hour drive from the valley of Yosemite to so there was like next to no one there. And as we're walking back to the car, this lady's looking at him like he's an alien or something. She's, you know, looking and looking, and finally he goes, yeah, it's me. And she goes, oh my god, can I take a picture? And I'm just like he's just Bear. Like I don't see the big draw. Oh my god. To me, I just look at him and he's Bear. He's not famous to me. He's not. It's not that he's not anything special to me, but that's not why he's special to me.
Yeah.
So I look at people like they're crazy. I'm just like, it's just Bear. But sometimes he expects me to be in awe of him as though I'm one of his followers, and I'm like,
Not gonna
no.
happen. So do you have do you do your artwork from here?
Yeah.
You have like a studio?
No.
Or-
When I was living here, I kind of made it mobile, so I could move. Like, I was set up in the back bedroom, and then when we had farm volunteers, I had to move all my things.
Yeah.
So I just kind of kept it packed up. But yeah, I can do it anywhere, as long as I have an oven and a light. So, oh yeah, I was explaining I do polymer clay art.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
I made this for,
Here it is.
I made this for Bear.
It's not open. I know where the cheese was, the one that was here.
I haven't seen
Mind if I look in the fridge
Oh,
to see?
no, please, you guys feel free to,
Actually, can I just get a glass of water now?
yeah, we don't have glasses.
Oh yeah, sorry.
We have jars.
Oh,
We use
cool.
mason jars.
Okay,
So
this is
there's a couple here. This one's probably the best bet.
Thanks.
I scrub them a lot better than he does.
Okay.
So like,
We're gonna be doing
see, this
that.
one's kind of foggy.
We're doing this for the festival?
Yeah, we're hoping to have enough glass
You're not
jars.
gonna have enough for.
So I made this for him. This is very simple compared to what I usually make. But yeah.
Is it out of
And is it okay to drink the tap water?
Absolutely, it's well water. It's the best water you'll have. Just make sure it's cold. And there's ice in the freezer if you'd like some. But yeah, I make polymer clay art, and the stuff I usually make is much more detailed. And this is all made by hand, except for I extruded these so that they would be.
And you painted it?
No, it's all different colored clay.
It's all like.
Each individual color, so you can kind of see the stripes. So yeah, each little thing is made by hand.
It's great.
And this is really simple. I have some other examples of my work out in the bedroom, and I totally forgotten I even had them. So I'll show you guys in a little while.
Cool.
If he'll give me a chance.
Did you teach yourself or you?
Absolutely, yeah. I taught myself completely. What happened was, funny enough, I was living in Reno, in Nevada, and I went into a smoke shop one day to look for a new pipe,
Mhm.
and I found this really cute, like, hookah, but, well, they call it a hookah, but it's basically a water pipe
Okay.
that has, like, a hose attachment, but it's really small, like,
Yeah.
the glass portion is only maybe 4.5 inches tall.
Okay.
And then it's got a little bowl. But anyways, it was wrapped in this really cool clay and it had a little skeleton playing a guitar on it. And I thought, oh, that's cool. I was like, I could make that.
Yeah.
Stop right there. Thank you. Stay. So I asked the guy, I'm like, oh, how much do you charge for it? And he's like, $25. I'm like, wow, that seems expensive.
Mm.
And then I saw a blank one with no clay or anything on it, and it was only $10. And I'm like, I can make you these for cheap. And he was like, really? And I said, yeah. So he gave me what they call oil burners, and it's what people smoke meth out of.
Okay.
I wasn't real thrilled about it, but he goes, if you can do these and they sell, he goes, I'll give you some other stuff to do. So I did them, and they sold really well, so then I started decorating pot pipes.
Was that the first work with clay you've done?
Yeah.
So
And that
you
was-
just like Googled how to,
Didn't even do that.
you just bought clay and
I just
did
went and
it.
got the clay and started making stuff.
Cool.
So then,
So what did you do before that? Were you in arts or something?
I've always been really artistic and
Yeah.
crafty, and I've always, like, I love to sing and paint and poetry. I mean, every
Yeah.
kind of art form. I was always looking for some kind of form of expression.
Yeah.
Get back. And the clay just comes really natural and easy to me. So that's what I stuck with. That's
Oh, the
really
Cowboy
cool.
episode is fun. Me and him eat mushrooms.
No way!
Oh yeah, we got a local Facebook single club, like activity club. And then she was in the she was administrating it, and then we just started talking. And then I just stick together. It was like this.
Well, what was the whole reason we started talking? And what was
What was your favorite day?
yeah,
Oh, the day we met.
our date? No, the question I asked you on
The thing to do.
group was, what was your most memorable date? And
Oh
you
yeah.
told me
I'm
about
gonna show
Irene.
you that video right now. It's all loaded.
Yeah. And he tried to tell me who he was, and I had no idea. But we just kept talking, but the main reason why we kept talking was because we started getting on the subject of polyamory. But his main thing for me was I was younger, white, with long blonde hair, light eyes.
18 years younger.
Yeah. And the polyamory thing kind of just killed my favorite, I guess.
Man, I really did it too at Molly though, man. I made our tired.
I thought you said she was keeping you tired.
She's tough. Yeah, man. I know, right? That's how I used to be.
Do you want to tell the girls about our first date?
Oh, yeah, we went to
Apple.
Apple. Apple is Missouri. And it's not in the middle of the forest. No, but it was real private.
It had just dropped. All the apples off the tree. all the way to 41. It probably takes 20 minutes off your travel to go around. And he was gonna take me somewhere else, but from taking that road, we ended up right near where we had to go to Apple Orchard, and he was right there. It was kind of neat how it ended up, because like he said, he had pictured it already, and then he made plans to go somewhere else. And then we ended up there.
So I think we're gonna take a road trip in California.
Joshua Tree.
And then I know the east side real good. I don't know, great place to go. I know the east side is all. Big tent,
See, I've not actually traveled in Southern California to do the touristy thing. I've never been out there. I mean, I've been to Disneyland. I mean, I've been around, but I've never done anything nice like parks. National. We really love it.
I know California, so I've done a lot of this stuff. This is gonna be like when I'm the most fit.
Delilah? Delilah!
Whatever she wants to do, I'm happy, you know, we have, she's a smart woman.
She was his mother in another life. She'd have to be to put up with him.
Don't send that in.
Oh, she can temporarily, yeah. Delilah, you behave, please. This vinaigrette's got too much acid in it for me.
What does?
The vinaigrette. My stomach's
yes,
just not handling it well. Get back.
I'm so tired.
Really sucks because my stomach is starving. Oh, just an FYI, all organics go in here. Doesn't matter. Proteins, it doesn't matter. All
How
of it
will I
goes
wash
here.
the dishes?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. Well, hot water's on the left here,
Yeah.
and
Do we
it's
wash in the bucket and?
well, the hot water comes out instant. It's not overly hot, but you only get about 5 gallons. So what we do is I'll put soap and water in here, wash, and then rinse. So yeah, I go from left to right because obviously it's easiest.
Yeah. Good for me.
Yeah, so soap's here. And I wouldn't use this sponge because it's getting kind of yucky, but there's a yellow and blue
This
one.
one?
Yeah.
Good.
You can just use that one, and
This.
if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. But yeah, I'm pretty sure dishes are self-explanatory.
Do you like baking?
I love to bake. I actually went to culinary school for baking and pastry.
No way.
That's, when I tell you
Awesome.
forms of expression, I've been doing all kinds of stuff like this my whole life.
Do you have
So-
photos of some stuff? I just recently, like the past 2 years, got into baking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
Um,
love it.
I only have, I think, one cake. It was the very first cake I made in culinary school on my second day.
Did you do it here, culinary school, in the States?
In Clovis,
Clovis?
which is about, from Oakhurst, it's about an hour. From here, it's almost an hour and a half.
Cool.
So, would you mind doing me a favor? This goes bottom shelf in there.
Yeah, sure.
I lifted my back as a kid.
Just in that space.
Yeah. Oh, paper, anything that can be burned
Yeah.
goes in this bag.
Cool.
Anything else that's recyclable goes here. And all plastic and aluminum type stuff goes in the trash.
Alright.
So what type of stuff did you learn in culinary school?
I didn't get to graduate, unfortunately, but I learned all kinds of things. My first module was cakes, so all forms of frostings, icings, fillings, actual cakes, different types. Like we learned how to make a soccer torte.
Oh, cool.
But in order for it to actually be a true soccer torte, you have to know the decorations on the top because it's very unique to that cake. So, like we got to learn certain things like that, piping techniques,
Yeah.
How to work with fondant. We did pulled sugar, which do you know what pulled sugar is?
Is it when they go with the sheets like that and put it in the cakes?
No, that's fondant.
Oh, okay.
Okay, pulled sugar is the really cool sugar statues and things people do. It's made with blistering hot sugar, and it's stretched and pulled and then manipulated. You can. Have you ever seen like those like competitions on Food Network where they do
Kind
the
of.
sugar? Okay. Well, the really fragile. It almost looks like glass. That's what pulled sugar is.
Cool. And you learned how to do that?
Some of it, yes. You only get to do it for a couple days, and it just was not nearly enough time to learn.
Yeah.
But I learned how to do pastillage, which is it's not very tasty, but it's